10 Shady Kate Middleton moments that showed her true character. Starting off with number 10, isolating Meghan. An insider told us in August 2019 that Meghan feels that there is a standard set very high by Princess Kate. That the British public sees her in that light is depressing because when she lived in the UK, she was exposed to cruel British media and felt isolated. She cannot defend herself because her hands are tied. The LA native compared the stories that were written about her to those that were written about Kate when she talked about how the press treated her differently before Harry and her royal exit became permanent. Meghan recalled, if members of his family say, well, this is what happened to all of us, or if they can compare my experiences to what has been shared with us, Kate was called Waity Katie waiting to marry William. While I do believe that was extremely challenging, I am unable to imagine how it felt. This is different. Racist and rude are not the same thing. In a similar vein, you have a press team that goes on record to defend you, particularly when they are aware that some things are false. We did not experience that. Number 9, private secretary. Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, has not always had a smooth time because of the numerous critiques that have been hurled her way. Now there is another. Due to rumors that she might be extremely toxic, the Duchess has a reputation as being a very challenging employer to work for. Kate Middleton used to be a bad person since she was a kid, according to some comments Prince Harry made in his book Spare, and he even called her challenging to deal with. Even when she made bigoted remarks about him and his wife Meghan Markle, according to the Duke, she occasionally made life a little difficult for them. As new rumors about the Duchess surface, it is alleged that Kate Middleton has not changed at all, and that despite her portrayal as the people's princess, she is still a tough and toxic individual, according to her secretaries. Kate received harsh criticism on social media because 3 of her secretaries have left in the last 5 years. This supports Prince Harry's theory that she is conflicted and frequently exceeds her authority, making her a challenging boss to work for. Number 8, Fab Four Split. It is no secret that the Fab Four didn't last very long. Prince William, Kate Middleton, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle were going to revolutionize the British monarchy, and when they started out, it seemed as if they were a dream team who would actually modernize the royal institution. Unfortunately, the vision failed, and with it, the family ties were broken. As far back as 2018, the Times reported that William and Harry had decided to part ways. A source told the outlet the brothers have leaned on each other and looked after each other since their mother passed away. But even their relationship had to change, and the source revealed they have become different people with different outlooks on life. Then, Megxit occurred in 2020 and things spiraled out of control. Harry and Meghan spoke to Oprah in a controversial tell-all interview where the Duchess of Sussex accused Kate of making her cry before her wedding. Apparently, Will was furious after the interview because it put his wife in a bad light. And he then became very protective over Kate per People. Will they ever be able to come together again as a family and stop airing their dirty laundry? As for Kate and Will, they have faced so many challenges together. Number 7, keeping their distance. The women stood near now Queen Camilla at the late Queen's London funeral in September 2022, but the Duchess of Sussex appeared to physically distance herself from them. Maybe she wanted to give them space or needed some time to think and reflect. I mean, it's possible that she stood back because she believes the relationship is strained. When you don't feel emotionally connected to someone, you tend to keep your distance physically. Number 6, Harry. Harry once explained how the bonds between Harry and his brother, father, and the institution itself had frayed over the decades. The eventual collapse of those relationships had not come out because of his wife Meghan Markle. It does give a full picture of the situation as we were growing up, Harry said of his memoir Spare during his interview with Cooper. It also squashes this idea that somehow my wife was the one that destroyed the relationship between the 2 brothers. It was evident from the book's early leaks that Harry was prepared to address his troubled relationship with his brother first and foremost. Whether claiming William provoked the actual battle in 2019 in which he pushed Harry to the floor and broke a dog bowl that cut his back, or naming his sibling an arch nemesis while examining their serious kin contention with both Cooper and Good Morning America's Michael Strahan, Harry likewise blamed his siblings' office for releasing negative data about him to the English sensationalist newspapers and uncovered that he had not spoken in that frame of mind while an article in the Hours of London ventured to depict Harry's journal as a character death of the Prince of Wales. However, in the past, Harry's dissatisfaction with the royal family was attributed to a different relationship, which was mentioned on social media and the front pages of British tabloids. His love affair with Meghan, the slang term for their sudden departure Megxit, suggests that the Duchess was the driving force behind their move to Montecito. Number 5, Kate versus Meghan. Meghan has borne the brunt of criticism for Harry's falling out with the family, and for a time, it was Meghan and Kate's relationship that was widely reported to be the primary source of tension between the Wales and the Sussexes. After a news report broke that the two women got into a fight over bridesmaid dresses, the narrative of a feud between them quickly took hold in the tabloids, describing them as clashing wives. By March 2019, Kensington Palace released an unprecedented statement saying that they would start monitoring and even deleting social media comments believed by many to be a response to the onslaught of vitriol on social media prompted by rumors of Kate and Meghan's falling out. Meanwhile, William and Harry's relationship, which as we know now has rapidly deteriorated, received nowhere near the same amount of scrutiny. This isn't to say that the two women were best friends. Harry describes the British tabloid system's constant comparison of them as creating an awkward and even tense dynamic. I always hoped that the four of us would get on, but very quickly it became Meghan versus Kate, he wrote in Spare, and that, when it plays out so publicly, you can't hide from that. On to number 4, sued for topless pics. When Kate Middleton and Prince William took a summer vacation to France in 2012, a photographer snapped pictures of the Duchess of Cambridge while she was sunbathing topless. According to The Guardian, the now Wales sued Closer and French newspaper La Provence for publishing the photographs. Prince William said of the situation, "In September 2012, my wife and I thought we could go to France for a few days in a secluded villa owned by a member of my family and thus enjoy our private vacation. The clandestine way in which the photographs were taken was particularly shocking to us as it breached our privacy." The court ruled in Kate and William's favor and the couple received damages. Number 4, disagreements. Even though there have been instances of minor disagreements between the two, it is safe to say that the media is known to exaggerate the situation. The rumors seem to keep coming, maybe because people don't know how two powerful women can see each other as friends rather than foes, or because they want to show that the royal family is just as chaotic as any other family. When the two couples became one in 2017, the entire world was quick to recognize the new quartet as a royal force, but it wasn't long before stories started coming out that showed a very different picture. It wasn't clear at first why Markle wouldn't have been there, but it was later reported that she decided not to go because of a headline on the front page of The Sun that read, "In the wedding of the Rears, Meghan is competing with Pippa." Biography Finding Freedom says Meghan had carefully planned her wedding outfit to be stylish without being splashy, according to Harry and Meghan and the making of a modern royal family. However, after the headline about the women's backsides, she ultimately decided to pull out of the event. I mean, I would too. According to the book, Harry and Meghan agreed that she couldn't possibly turn up at the church. Now they had no doubt it would, the statement reads. They worried their arrival might create a media circus despite taking every precaution. Meghan and Harry weren't happy with what they saw after Netflix released the first clip from their docuseries. This was especially true because the trailer's release coincided with their first trip to the US in 8 years. The release of the Netflix trailer left Kate and William baffled, and of course the relationships are even more strained because of that. Number 2, tension. In March 2021, a source exclusively told us that the Spare author and the princess haven't spoken directly in over a year following their tell-all interview. The insider said that the women's tension was getting worse and their husbands continued to fight, despite the fact that the women reconciled following the drama surrounding their wedding, which Meghan discussed in the tell-all. Their differences prevented them from developing a full friendship. According to the insider, Kate and Meghan didn't see eye to eye when it came to day-to-day life in that palace, but they did get along in the beginning of their relationship. And finally, number 1, dress dilemma. Even though they frequently presented a united front with their royal spouses, whispers of a rivalry between the two women quickly emerged. In 2018, there were rumors that the TIG founder had a heated conversation with Kate over Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress before Harry and Meghan got married. The alleged incident was brought up by Meghan nearly 3 years later. In their first major televised interview since their transition from senior workers became permanent in February 2021, Meghan stated the reverse of that happened. She was upset about flower girl dresses was a few days before the wedding, which made me cry. I was really hurt by it. Even though Meghan acknowledged that the damaging narrative that was being told was hard to get over, she was able to forgive Prince William's wife. At the time, Meghan recalled she was upset about something, but she owned it and she apologized. She expressed her regret by sending me flowers and a note. She also did what I would do if I knew I'd hurt someone. She took responsibility. That is all for today. Let me know what you think about this royal drama. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy royal updates, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.